Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata. If you have a Hyundai Sonata, you want to replace valve cover gasket guys, stay with us, we will explain how to do that. You need to guys follow certain procedures because if you don't do it right, you will need to do the job again. So we will explain all that as we go, make sure you stay until the end. So this should actually work on Hyundai Sonata generation from year 2010 all the way to year 2015 guys. Also, let me introduce you quick to the channel. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools, anything like that, we'll share the links in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all that from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. Another thing, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos, and specifically guys on this Hyundai Sonata we'll have more than 300 videos, mechanical videos that will be uploaded on the channel you're watching right now, and we'll have more than 200 electrical videos about diagnostics, fixing electrical components, and that will be posted on our second channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. Check it out guys, everything will be shared so we can guys save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. So you will guys need to remove the fuel line. You need to disconnect the electronics, ignition coils, multiple sensors. So what we'll need to do guys, we will need to actually make sure that we have fire extinguisher on the side. We'll need to disconnect the car battery, and on these modern cars it really matters which battery terminal you disconnect first guys. If you do it the wrong way, you can cause damage to the electrical system, modules, the car computer, so many things that are super expensive to fix. So if you don't know that, we'll put a link to a video that explains which battery terminal to disconnect. It will be shared in the description of the video below. Make sure you start on a completely cold car guys, because if the engine is warm and you spill gasoline, you can catch on fire. We'll recommend to let the car sit overnight. So make sure you let the car sit overnight guys. Why? Because the engine will be cold, and if you spill fuel you have a smaller chance to actually catch on fire guys. So always be prepared. Think guys, let it cool overnight and start working on it next day. First we're going to remove the upper engine cover. Grab and pull it out. 4 bushings right here, they're attached to the valve cover over there. Now let's go ahead and disconnect the fuel line guys. Fuel line will be next, right here. Always use eye protection, gloves, have fire extinguisher on the side. Check out how that fuel line moves, right? Push it all the way in, pull that orange pins out. You have 2 blue things 180 degrees from each other. Push the line in, press those blue things and slowly start pulling it out. It may spray a lot of fuel, so be careful. Came out. It's disconnected guys. Now let's explain what else we need to do. We're going to go ahead and disconnect that wiring harness right here for the fuel pump. We're going to get that one out. Next we will actually remove that 10mm bolt for the mount, so we don't need to remove that clip. And what we're going to do next guys, those ignition coils, the safety clips, you need to pull them, push down and disconnect. Just like that, all 4 of them guys. Just if it's stuck, what you need to do, grab that coil plug, push it all the way in, without the silver thing, push down and disconnect it guys. This one, you cannot just pull and grab and pull. You have to push in, push the thing all the way down and then release it. Perfect. Now, we have 2 more bolts that we need to remove right here. Alright, 1, 2, for the wiring harness. Great. Now, let's explain, what else we need to do. Perfect, it comes up. Great. Next. We are going to go ahead guys, and remove that intake hose, because that fuel line, will be in the way, so we'll need to pull it a little bit. So that intake hose, 10mm socket, and remove it from the throttle body. Get that clamp loose, and we have one on top. Both of them are exactly identical. 10mm socket will get it loose guys. Perfect, let's do that one from the air filter box now. Great. Now you grab that hose and you pull it out. But before we do that, let's remove that hose here. We're going to pull it from the throttle body. Perfect. One on top. we're going to grab that hose, flip it on the side, careful not to break any vacuum lines. Now that's your purge control valve, guys. We'll need to get that thing out of the way. I told you quite a few things need to come out, but it's doable. You can do it yourself in probably, when you know what to do, guys, 30 minutes taking it apart, 30 minutes putting it together, maybe even less. When you have the experience in doing it more often, you can probably do the whole thing for less than 30 minutes. So what we're going to do now, guys, screwdriver. There is one metal tooth holding that purge control valve. Push it down. Okay, and we're going to pull the valve out. But that hose needs to come out, the one on the back side. Okay, we'll just pull it this way. This is the mount for the fuel line, okay, that we need to disconnect right here. So this line, okay, will be with 10mm socket, guys. Okay, 10mm socket, we're going to do that. Let me come on this side actually, so I can show you clearly how to do that. Let's explain now, okay, what we need to do. Okay, we got it loose. Now that bolt, okay, it's coming off actually. Okay, but we need to okay, we need to grab maybe the fuel line, move it a little bit, not to have any tension on it, because when it comes down, it stops turning. Alright, bolt came loose. It's actually on the mount. Perfect. Now, let's explain what we need to do next, guys. We need to actually remove that fuel line here. Okay, that's with 3/4 inch tool. You still can spray fuel, it will be under high pressure, so be extremely careful, guys. Always wear eye protection and gloves. Safety first. Wow, we don't do it? I bet we'll get some comments in the comment section below. So, removing that one, great. Next, guys, we need to get a 10mm socket. Let's remove the ignition hose from the valve cover. And that hose, that's a PCV hose. You can go ahead and grab this thing out. You pull the bolt out, then you grab the coils and just pull them out. If you have engine oil on the ignition coils, that means that you have a failing gasket for the ignition coil part, and that's part of the valve cover gasket. Okay, now we need to remove, let's remove that one on the back, that wiring harness, you know we don't have more. We need to disconnect the variable timing exhaust camshaft position sensor. So, okay, I'll get it from right here. Let me just push down. Okay, push in, push down and disconnect it. Perfect. Remove 2 clips right here. Great. Now, let's explain what else we need to do, guys. We need to remove the fuel pump, high pressure fuel pump. Remove a little bit on one side, then go to the other side, because it's spring loaded. And you don't want just to unscrew one bolt only, you need to do both of them a little bit at a time. Okay, you may leak fuel out, that's the pump. Now, 10mm socket, guys, and we start removing all the bolts holding the valve cover in place. So, let's do that. Everything, the ones in the middle by the ignition coils. So you can see where all the bolts are. One more right here that we need to get with a small ratchet here with a small socket, maybe a socket that's not so deep, because otherwise the engine mount will be in the way. Perfect. We're going to do the other one now. And what you can do, grab them so you don't lose them, guys. All the bolts need to come out. You can see I just removed 5 of them. We have 20 bolts total, guys. 20 bolts. So I'm going to put them there. We're going to go ahead and remove all of them. The ones in the middle, don't forget those as well. And okay, this one here as well. Perfect. Now, flathead screwdriver, make sure everything's loose. Go ahead, pry a little bit on this side. Okay, a little bit on each corner, guys. Don't pry too much because you can easily crack that valve cover. When it gets loose, I'm going to pull that fuel line a little bit to the side and it will come out. You can see the valve cover, gaskets, everything came out just like that. So that's how you guys remove the the valve cover. Now the gasket, guys. Okay, you have 2 gaskets, but one of them consists of 2 components. One of them, you can see, it's for the fuel pump right there. That's for the fuel pump. This is the gasket. Just pull it out. Then you have the one in the middle, that's for the ignition cause. If you have engine oil in the spark plugs, that's the one causing that, guys. And it comes together with the other one. You can see this is the gasket. Okay, right here everything came out. Now if you need to buy a new gasket, parts, tools, anything like that, guys, we'll share the link in the description of the video below. When putting it together, you need to clean everything really good on the cylinder head. Make sure you don't drop anything inside. Right here where the timing cover meets the cylinder head, you need to put a dot of silicone, and then you need to put a dot of silicone, guys, okay, on the back side, okay, at the same place, you can see. And you can install the new gaskets and install the valve cover. If you want to see the torque specs, guys, we have a special video about valve cover, torque specs and sequence, so all that will be on our channel as well. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.